Hello YouTube, this is Dr. Sola coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria. So my channel is going to change. It will no longer be Dr. Sola, it will be AWPS Renewable Energy coming to you with solutions coming to you with solutions about problems we've encountered. So here is one. Weco, you guys are familiar with Weco 5.8 kilowatt hour battery, low voltage. It was sold to a customer of ours in 2018, 2019, I want to say 2019. He's operated it and now he's having some issues with it. You all remember when I'd done a video, maybe 2020. You remember when I'd done a video about Weco, some issues I had with them. Had to pull the video down because they resolved it. So here's a different problem. So the problem we're having now is that this battery, could you push the on button? This battery has over discharged and wouldn't stay on and would not accept a charge. So let's see when the lights come on. You can understand what I'm trying to say. So you see the red light is on, the amber light is on. That's a warning, and it will power off shortly. Now Weco is unique. You can use these contactors as opposed to using basic switches or whatever it is other people use. So the contactor will open or close. The contactor is not opening and is not closing, it's not doing anything, and we cannot charge this battery without opening it. So what we've done, could you move to busy? What we've done is we purchased a dumb charger that's supposed to allow us to charge faulty batteries such as these, such as this one. So this dumb charger, as you can see, you can charge 6-volt batteries, 12-volt batteries, 24, 36, and 48 volts. We're charging 48-volt batteries, and you can charge up to 10 amps. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open this battery, and we're going to try and bypass the contactor to allow us to charge the battery. They're telling us when we checked the battery voltage, it was 44 volts. So it's a 16S at 44 volts. That's 2.75, I said?
Yes, power
2.75 per cell. That's too low. Most manufacturers want to cut off at 3 volts. So at 275 per cell, this is dangerous territory for the battery. So we're going to open it, bypass the contactor, and try to charge the battery. So that's what we're planning to do. We hope it works. We'll keep you posted. So we're trying to put a dumb charge on this, trying to charge it, and it's not staying on. So let me turn this on. We're seeing 47 volts at the terminal when we check 47 volts. So now I've turned it on. You see that red light, and then it blinks, and then the BMS shuts off. So it's not allowing the charger. We'll leave the charger all day today to see if we see any results, but we're not seeing any results so far. So what do you suggest we do? How can we bypass the BMS, or how can we wake up the BMS? So we've opened the inside of the Weco battery, and this is what it looks like. So you have your cells, I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's why I told you 16S, 8 here, and 8 there. So we're trying to find the contactor. Here is where our positive and negative come. Here is our power switch. The dip switch, no, here is your CAN connector right at the bottom. I believe the contactor is in there, right there. I think that's where the contactor is. So we're trying to bypass this to try and charge the battery. Here is your fuse. Let me see if you see. Do you see the fuse? There's the fuse right there. So I'm going to take a picture, send it to my contact at Weco, and then we'll try to charge this. The cells look pretty okay. I don't see any swelling of the cell, so that's a positive. So our charger is on, and as you can see, it's pushing. It says 50 amps.
That's 53.
Is that really 50 amps?
53.3 now.
Oh, that's okay. And the voltage is?
Okay, the amp is
53.3 is what the voltage is. So this is saying that it's doing 50. Let me reduce the knob and see if it changes. Okay, yeah, I guess it does. The one was charged at 20 amps before.
It's on 30 now. It's still on 30. It's below 20 now.
Okay, so that's what they suggested we charge at 20 amps. So let's watch and see what happens. We'll leave it on for about an hour, and we'll come back. So they want us to bring the battery voltage to 50 volts. I think this battery is over 50 volts, but we'll see what happens. We'll charge it for about an hour and then come back later. So that's fine. So we connected the positive ahead of the contactor. As you can see, the contactor is in between, and then we connected to next. Make sure smell nothing is burning.
Actually, no.
Okay, no burning, no explosion, so we're good. But go bring the fire extinguisher just in case. Sure. So we're back. We've connected our DOM charger, and our DOM charger is pushing between 10 and 20 amps. They said we should charge at 20 amps. We bypassed the contactor, so we're charging directly. You could see before, the reason why we brought this was because we couldn't get this light to stay on. So you push this button, and after 20 seconds, it will turn off. So we couldn't do anything with the batteries. The customer was having issues. Initially started where the batteries wouldn't talk to one another, and then this one was not charging. We would think it was charged, and then it turns out it wasn't charged. So what have we done? We are going to charge it for about 15 minutes to allow some semblance of charge, and then we'll go through here. So let me show you something. Oh, it just went off. Oh, I spoke too soon. It has gone off. Okay, it turned itself off. Wow, that's not good. So this was the issue the customer was experiencing. All these lights will flash, that red light will be on, and the SOC light has come on, as you could see. So we're bypassing the system and trying to charge this directly. So that's what we're currently doing. All these lights, I was hoping they'll go up and then it'll be one steady light. But what it's showing right now is the SOC is too low. And what we're trying to do is wake this battery up. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to unplug the charger from the inside and I run it through the terminal. I'm hoping it will stay on long enough to allow us to push some reasonable charge through it. So stay tuned. If anything goes wrong, you would hear. If it goes well, you also hear. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button. I'm excited, hoping that something will happen and nothing happened. So we had to bring it back. We had connected it to the terminals. Nothing happened. We've moved it now to here. The BMS is on. The SOC light is showing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to force a firmware update, hoping that the firmware will resolve the issue we're having with this battery. But the battery is staying on, which it wasn't doing before. So this is a very big positive. Now that light flashing means is that it's charging. But our charger here is not showing any current. So I don't know how it's possible for it to show that it's charging when there is no current. So I think we'll do a firmware update, and the firmware update should fix whatever issues it is we have with this. You thought it was going to be that easy, right? We just plug it in and then everything starts working. Well, sorry, it doesn't work like that. It's always more complicated than it should be. So here it is. We'll do the firmware update and hopefully that'll give us a resolution and everybody will live happily ever after. The end.